Brandon, will you be announcing tomorrow's starter pre or post game today?
Probably later on today, just because it's going to require a transaction up here, and we're going to select somebody from Norfolk. So I'm just going to wait on it. And then the rest of the rotation in Kansas City, we're a little bit up in the air, kind of waiting to see Matt and Meansy play catch today, tomorrow, kind of see how they feel, if we need to push them back or not. So we're right now we're TBA across the board with the Royals.
Rich Dubroff.
Brandon, is Ryan Mountcastle a healthy scratch today?
His foot's just a little tender from fouling the ball off his right foot, and so I'm just giving him a break today, and he'll be available off the bench.
Melanie Newman.
Hyde, first of all, David Ross wanted to say hello and that he misses you dearly. Secondly, we had the Cubs game last week.
That's right.
Yeah, Cubs White Sox. He lit up like a Christmas tree when we were talking about you. So he misses you a lot. Just with last night's pitching performance, we talked about this earlier in the season. I think especially when the bullpen seemed to be firing on all cylinders, and they have this just loose lifestyle. Tanner Scott seems to be the player coach who does bring up what the staff wants to bring through. How would you say that environment still is now as you start to finish the season, but you see those pieces of that pitching still come back through?
Yeah, no, I've been really pleased with, especially on this road trip, what our bullpen has done. We've faced two very, very difficult lineups to pitch against. We pitched well, and we have some guys having some success out of the bullpen. I'm very encouraged with what we're doing with our pen. I think the culture's always been good. That's really led by Darren Holmes for me. Holmesy's he's a great bullpen coach and keeps guys loose and helps guys, and it's a good environment that they have down there. Even when we're not pitching our best, it's still a good group. But yeah, they're throwing the ball well. I'm really encouraged with Jorge Lopez. I know he gave up the 2-run homer yesterday, but his stuff, that was just poor pitch selection. Throwing 3 changeups in a row there, but his stuff, his presence, loves what I'm seeing out of him. Tanner Scott, Marcus DePlon coming in big spots yesterday on the road, Yankee Stadium, and really pitched well. Soltis has been pitching well. So, like I said, we've playing in tight games this whole trip, and I think we've done a pretty good job on the mound for the most part.
Nathan Ruiz.
Brandon, a couple things. First, just to clarify, with the AAA starter, you use the word select. Does that mean it will be someone who's not on the 40-man roster, or is that a possibility that someone who's not?
That was me misspeaking then,
okay.
Because it's gonna be
Yeah. And then secondly, a lot of guys, you talked a little bit about Connor Green's experience in LA yesterday. You've got a lot of guys who have been in this organization now in bullpens or on pitching staffs of other organizations, guys who you guys let go. And so for them to get other opportunities with winning organizations, what do you think it kind of says about the state of pitching in Major League Baseball coming off last season?
Well, I think that everybody's looking for pitching. So, and in this time of year right now, without the rosters being expanded more than they are, with just 28, it's important. There's a lot of teams still in the race. There's pitchers going down every day. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity on the mound, really around the league. I'm not really understanding your question, to be honest with you, but I think that our guys, Connor Green did have a great experience with a playoff team, and I think he's going to learn from it, and yeah.
Steve Molesky.
Brandon, what do you make of the recent run of all the close games? Is it, a good sign for the Orioles? And what does the team gain from playing in some of these games?
Yeah, I mean, we've really been in every game or had a chance to win, the games in both these series. I think our pitching's keeping us in it. I don't think we're swinging the bat real well, to be honest with you. I think that we're not scoring a ton of runs, but we're being, we're playing pretty solid defensively for the most part. A couple miscues yesterday, but our starters have kept us in the game, and our bullpen guys have done a pretty good job. Against difficult lineups. So, and we got a big test today with our offense against Corey Kluber. Hopefully Keegan can keep us in the game and we continue to pitch well out of the pen.
Allison Footer.
Hey, Brandon, kind of expanding on that. I've seen some quotes from some of your younger players saying like, this is the longest I've been in the big leagues. I'm going to enjoy this last month, kind of test ourselves against some of these contending teams. Is there a psychological advantage at all to be able to maybe relax and enjoy themselves a little bit and see what they can do against these teams and not be so pressure filled?
Well, I just think that, in this division in September, it's an incredible evaluation and test because the teams you're playing, especially the last few years, the teams that you're playing are all loaded up after the deadline. They're a major market, and they're big payroll teams that are trying to get to the postseason. So you're seeing the best of the best in September. So when you evaluate your younger players, you're evaluating them against teams that are at their best and loaded up and trying to win every single game. And that's not always the case in other divisions. But this one is different in that way, especially like I said, with the 4 teams that we're playing against, they are, they're adding it after the deadline. So you are getting the best of what they have. And I hope our players are, relish that moment. I hope their players take it as they're competitors and they want to test themselves against the best in the game. And we see that in September here.
All right. That's all our questions. Thanks, Brandon.
All right. Thanks.
See everyone after the game.